Hello, my name is Anonymous.
Hi, Anonymous.
I am 20xxx years old, and I am here because I have been addicted to any and every addiction except the satisfaction which I sought for in these my addictions. So this is my story. See, I am the man who has been walking this journey for too long. My sweat and tears drawing maps of frustration on the leftovers of my sun-baked vest, my heart beating off to the sound of this plain dilemma as I race through the maze of life, lifting the carpet of the earth for clues, just finding answers to the true questions of my heart, but only returning with more. And now this fuel of hope seems to be beyond reserve, so I resort to the black market. Now this fuel of hope seems to be beyond reserve, so I resort to the black market. Darkened by the eyelids of my desperation, I probed in broad daylight as she unleashed my every urge. Dragging my dog-taped conscience, ruthlessly irresistible was her dominance as I played submissive. We emptied the bottles of liquid mockery in our fit to fly high, far and beyond, but we never really left the hangover. See, we emptied the bottles of transparent mockery in our fit to fly high, far and beyond, but our planes never really left the hangover. Waking up today, back to yesterday, barren smiles and an emptier heart, but we never pulled over. We kept beating the limits, speeding off through the fiber optics of the internet, and finally getting caught in the net again as she ensnared my gaze. The motion in her eyes were like shooting stars. I wished and wished for every meaningful glance, the cleansing pleasures, as I poured my libation to this god of my Milky Way galaxy. Selling my precious seeds for the dead stones of her rotten womb. And through those Halloween nights, dressed up in my guilt and shame, she would sing promising lullabies of how we would be okay. And when the morning came, she did take me shopping. How I forgot it all in a moment. How we bought off all the latest trends as she bought off my allegiance, but always forgetting to pay off the lingering threads that bound my heart to hers. For she was now my temple goddess of seduction I prayed to without season, in and out of season. The allergy I always sneezed in as I died one meditation at a time, And the sex was intensely pleasurable, but only a drop compared to the ocean of wanting I felt afterwards as she deflowered me, leaving only this vase of a soiled heart, watered by my sour tears and pruned by my ever-present loneliness. But I couldn't leave. No, just maybe next time she would feel this grand canyon of a hole in my heart as she dug deeper. Just maybe she would feel this grand canyon of a hole in my heart as she dug deeper. And through those nights, as we lay bare-skinned in bed, I read off the rumpled sheets that wrapped us. Just seeking to find a path far away from here. For this was no longer a quest to find the missing parts of me, but it was an erosion of what was left of me. So, where is my mommy without masking tapes? Can she hear me? Because this pleasure has become displeasure. As I screamed, louder than a reedless saxophone, louder than a cordless microphone, louder than the sirens of any Simon who could help, For this cross now made Egypt seem to be without exit doors. And now she, my addiction, had become my affliction. But hey, wait. Just before you think my poem would end as a tragedy, those tears of helpless need and surrender finally pleased my true love to be awakened. Her approach was like the sunrise, and certain was the setting of her beauty, exhausting the fumes of time's recorder as she shook off my cross with her first touch. The second, sharing a larger bite of my yoke, leaving me only a piece and the albumin. What more of a balanced diet could I have asked for? And her kiss broke the banks of my heart, washing the streets of my veins off every guilt and shame. That one moment with her erased my indelible past of pain and pointless pursuit of pale passions. So, if what you call desire, pleasure, or even love is simply what jumps off the nerve endings of your body, merely tickles the heel of your soul, merely tickles the heel of your soul and keeps passing your spirit like a dustbin off the sidewalks, then maybe you settle for less. For I have come to learn intimacy with one who drenches and drowns your spirit in the arms of the life God, who drenches and drowns your spirit in the arms of the life God, who forges your soul with the thongs of perfection, who forges your soul with the thongs of perfection and landlords your body like no tenant could pay for. And that I have found in my true love.